What's going on, guys? Guess what? Look what I got. Ooh. Habitual Vapors here with a habitual review. And today, guess what? I am looking at the Crown 2. Yes, I was able to get my hands on this thing. Many people have been asking for this. Many people have been waiting for this to come out, and it is here. Today, what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about this tank. I'm going to compare it with the original Crown and the Rafale, because if you look at it, it looks a lot like the Rafale, but it is not. It is the Crown 2. Oh, so happy I got this. I've been watching a lot of reviewers, and there has been a lot of mixed reviews on this. There have been bad batches of coils with this. It's about 50-50 with the reviewers. Some reviewers have not had 1 ounce of problems, while other reviewers had either these problems with the original coils that were like this dull finish that wouldn't screw into the base, or they had coils that screwed into the base, but after it broke in, it got like this burnt hot spot taste. They came out with new coils. I believe I have the new coils. This is one of the coils that actually came with the packaging. It's the .25, and I've had it for a couple of days, and it's broken in, and I have not had any issues so far. I am vaping it at 75 watts, and no dry hits. I've chain vaped this. Let's have a chain vape. No dry hits whatsoever. Let's do this. Let's dive down to my table. We'll look at the Crown. We'll compare it with the first Crown, and we'll compare it with the Rafale. Alright, guys. Here is the packaging that the Crown 2 comes in. See? Crown 2. Very much like the Rafale packaging. You open it up, and you get this cool looking Uwell sticker. Pretty badass. You get bath salts, or stuff to keep it dry. It does look like bath salts, though. Then it comes in this funky packaging. Here's the star of the show, the Crown 2. Then you also get a spare glass. And you get a .5 stainless steel coil. Here, let's take the condom off it. Look at that. Beautiful. And as you can see, compared to the old ones, the wicking channels are a lot bigger than on the Rafale. And the bottom here looks like a bullet, the bottom cap for the airflow. And it's so much smoother than the Rafale. It's a little more restrictive than the Rafale, but real smooth. You still get a good vape off this thing. And then inside, you get your user manual. Tells you all about it in here. And then you get a bunch of O-rings. So that's what comes in the packaging. And it comes in this, it looks like a penis pump. So I guess I got one of those now. I got the Rafale, it came in the same thing. So I guess I'll be having some fun with this. Just kidding. It's just the packaging it comes in so it doesn't break. So, with the Crown, we're going to start from the top here. You have a removable drip tip that is Delrin insulated in stainless steel on the outside. You have top fill. Look at that. Look at those holes. Look at that. You can just dump your juice in here. Then, here's your airflow. Nice and clicky. And then at the bottom, it says Uwell Crown 2, my www.myuwell.com, and you have it looks like it's gold-plated 510 pin, as you can see there. And it protrudes a very little, but do not use this on a hybrid top cap. Getting in here, Here's your coil. Here's the .25 stainless steel coil. Here's the base it goes in. Put it back together. And also, to take this part, as you see in the middle, you have this screw thing. You can stick your tweezers in there, and it's a reverse threaded, so what you do is you unscrew that and pop that out, and then you can take the tank apart for further cleaning. Is a 24 millimeter tank. The height is 66.5 millimeters. It says it's a 4 milliliter capacity. Its weight is about 65 grams. And the material they're using is stainless steel for the tank. And instead of Pyrex glass, they're using quartz glass. And for the SUS 316 parallel coil .25, the recommended wattage range is 60 to 100 watts. And with the SUS 316 parallel coil .5, the recommended wattage range is 60 to 80. And they also make a Canthal parallel coil, which is a .8, which the recommended wattage range on that is 35 to 55 watts. I have the Rafale and I have the Crown version 1 here. I said I was going to compare them. Here you go. That's the original Crown. Let me do that. As you can see, they look nothing alike. It's a little more sleeker looking than the original Crown, because the Crown had that big ass drip tip on it. And here is the Rafale. Now, as you can see, they look exactly the same. The only difference is when you look at the top, this has that non-removable drip tip and the filling holes. The Rafale coils and the Rafale parts on the tank is actually compatible with the Crown too. And I'll show you right now. So you have the Rafale right here. That's the Rafale bottom. So if you want more airflow, and if you have a Rafale and you want to use the bottom, look at that. See? What did I tell you? It fits on, but you know, I like the airflow of the Crown much better. And here we go, looking at the tanks from the bottom. This is the Rafale, this is the Crown, almost identical, only this one has 4 holes, and you can actually fill it through the bottom too if you want to. And then you have this one that has 2 holes, and as you can see on the Rafale, I took out the spit back protection, and as you can see on the Crown too, there is no spit back protection. And then here's the bottom of both of them right here. Almost identical. Only this one says Crown 2 and this one says Rafale. It's the only difference. So I want the Crown 2 one. Go. So there you have it, guys. That's the Crown 2 by Uwell. Beautiful tank. I've had no issues with it, as you can. And today we're going to fill it, and I'm using Telio's Crunch, one of my favorites. I've been vaping this for a couple of years now. I know how it tastes, and the flavor is popping in this tank. Let me tell you. There you have it, guys. That is the Crown 2. And let's take it back up top, vape on it, and talk about it. I can tell you where you can get one, and I'll give you my thoughts. And we're back. And that was the Crown 2 by Uwell. My thoughts on this tank? I absolutely freaking love this tank, man. I loved the first Crown when it came out, and then the Rafale came out, and I was disappointed with that thing. Like I told you in the close-up, I'd fill it up, and the juice would squirt out the other freaking hole. That thing was a downfall. But now they came out with this. This should be a Rafale version too, because it looks just like the Rafale, and it's compatible. But it's the Crown 2. That's what they're calling it. One thing that this thing doesn't have yet is an RBA section. But if you are really into RBAs, then you can actually use the Rafale one because they are compatible, like I keep saying. But this tank doesn't really have any cons to it. Do I recommend this tank? Abso-fucking-lutely. So I got this tank over at Lifestyle Vape Inc. in Brockton, Massachusetts. I will have a link to their website below. It goes right to their Facebook page. There's also a few other places that are selling this. www.myuwell.com. And I'll have a couple other places to it. So yeah, that's the Crown 2. I absolutely love it. The flavor is popping. I put Telio's Crunch in there just so I could see how the flavor was. I've been vaping it for a while, so I know how it tastes. And it tastes pretty damn accurate in this take. Let's have a vape. Very nice tank. That just about does it for me. So please like, subscribe, and share. But before I end this video, I just want to remind you guys that August 8th is less than a month away. Alright? If you haven't signed up for any of the advocacy sites, please do so. If you haven't made any phone calls to your representatives telling them that you vape and you vote, or telling them to support HR 2058 or the Cole Bishop Amendment, get off your ass and do so. Because we all need to fight for our vaping rights. Okay? Also, make a monetary donation at www.aimsa.org. Doesn't matter whether it's $1 or $1,000, whatever you have. Just make a donation, because those donations helps pay for lawyers to fight. Come on, guys. We all need to fight for our vaping rights. And furthermore, tell your local representatives that vapor products are not tobacco products. Join CASA.org and follow your calls to action. Also, join NotBlowingSmoke.org because they give you all the information of what's going on. Because this and 99% of all other vapor products may not be around after August 8th. But if we step into action, that may very well change. So, until then, I hope you like this video. Vape on and be happy.